Hi Capricorn, I'm Jennifer Angel. This is my report for you for the week of April the 10th. We do have a full moon right at the start of the week. It's in Capricorn, it's in our career zone, and we do have Jupiter still there, been there for a while. It stays for a year in each sign. And it's retrograde at the moment, and recently we did have an opposition between the Sun and Jupiter, so there could have been something that's going on like with your work that affects your home, or your home that affects your work. Okay, I don't really mind the Jupiter retrograde because it does help to ground things, and with the full moon here, it's like it helps like to bring things together, bring them to a close, and put any situation that's been perhaps not as favorable as you would have liked. It sort of helps to close it off and put it behind you, okay? And we love that. So it's an indication of better things to come. Now, at the end of, well, first of all, Mercury just went retrograde, so, we should mention that. It is in an area of creativity, an area of connection. It's going to be really good for us Capricorns because Mars is in this area, and Mars sort of, pushes you forward as the planet of motivation, but it can scatter the energies, can sort of like, the Capricorn likes to sort of be a little bit more methodical. Capricorn is a good worker, good work ethic. You can move a mountain of work and a relatively fast worker, but when we try to take on too much, our energy scatters, and that's what Mars in this area of our chart does. So then you end up finishing the day of the week sort of thinking, I've been busy, but I don't feel I've been that productive. That sort of feels like my week this week. So with Mercury in here retrograde, it helps just to pull the energy back a little bit, do more planning, do more thinking. Mars helps us to be strategic, so I think with the two of these together, it's a very good mix for this week that helps us just be a little more grounded as such. Okay, let's hope so. Now, at the end of the week, Venus, which is in our area of communication, is coming out of retrograde. So it feels like Venus has been retrograde forever. It's been going over two signs. So when it comes out, it's in the beautiful watery sign of Pisces. And when it comes out of, as it's in retrograde, it helps you sort of get in touch and with how and what you want to tell somebody. It can either be on a monetary level, or it can be on a personal love romantic level, or just purely with relationships. It helps you get in touch with what you want to say and be able to get your point across. As it comes out of retrograde, more harmony falls into the communication between you and others, and that's happening at the end of this week. So this week leading up to here, and there's a lot of retrograde during April, so it's a great time for getting in touch with things, situations, most particularly how you feel about what's going on, and to be able to plan it, process it, and move on from it. Okay, and certainly this week with the Venus retrograde for this last week, it's a great time. It's going to help us do that, particularly on our on a thinking planning level, but it's in Pisces, so it's also an intuitive level. So the best outcome, of course, is always a combination of the logic and the intuitive, when the left and right brain are in sync. So that's a great thing. And then at the same time, at the end of the week, over the following weekend, the Sun and Uranus are going to connect. Powerful connection. It's in our home environment, our domestic scene, and also about looking after ourselves a little bit more and giving to ourselves. So it's an exciting week. We did just have two squares, one between the Sun and Pluto, another one between Venus and Saturn. So it's like sometimes things have to get a little bit sort of icky or uncomfortable for them to change and get better. And that's what I feel is happening right now, okay? All right, so love and luck to you. Here's my website down the bottom here, jenniferangel.com. You can go along there and book a personal session with me, or you can just pick up your free daily scopes, okay? Love and luck to you, and we'll see you next week.